In this video, we're going to review how to factor. Okay? And this is the easiest situation when x squared or n squared has no number in front of it. It has 1 as a coefficient. So, in this case, people often benefit from recalling that the numbers that multiply together to give you the last number also add together to give you the middle number. So in this case, if you were uncertain, you could list all the factors of the middle number, and you would simply have to find the pair that adds together to give you the middle number. In this case, that pair is 2 and 8. So, numbers that multiply together to give you 16, but add together to give you 10 are 2 and 8. These are both positive, so the signs are both positive. Over here, I need numbers that multiply together to give me negative 32, but add together to give me positive 4. Well, of course, you got negative 1 and 32, negative 2 and 16, negative 4 and 8. Okay? And I believe those are the only pairs other than the ones that have the sign change. Well, add these together, negative 4 plus 8, that's your pair. So we get x minus 4, x plus 8. For number 3, 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. But numbers that multiply together to give me 12, but add together to give me negative 7. Well, 3 plus 4 gives me positive 7, okay, but I need negative. Well, if I do negative 3 times negative 4, that still gives me positive 12, but it also adds together to give me negative 7. So that's my pair right there, x minus 3, x minus 4. Over here, there's nothing that because there's no third number over here, I can't use that same trick. At the same time, I can't take a number out of 3 and 10, but they both have an r value, so I can factor out an r. Okay, and that one's done. Now, the only difference between the and the bottom is these are equal to something. Now, when you have multiple powers within a problem, okay, you have to get one side equal to 0 to solve first. And I prefer to keep the squared term, or the largest exponent, positive. So in number 5, I'm going to add 15 to both sides, 15n. And then I'm going to add 56. Now, recall that if you factor this, you could set each factor equal to 0 and find your variable. So, numbers that multiply together to give me 56, but add together to give me 15, are 7 and 8. So set them equal to 0. And here are my two choices. N could equal negative 7, or n could equal negative 8, but it cannot be both. Okay, hence the word or in between them. Over here, number 6, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to move everything to the other side. So plus 5x, plus 5x, 5x squared, plus 5x equals 30. So I'm going to subtract 30 from both sides. 5x squared plus 5x minus 30 equals 0. Okay. One of the things you should always try to do is, if it's a number that will divide all of them, you should factor that out first. It'll make factoring even easier. So I'm going to divide everything by 5. That leaves me with x squared plus x minus 6. And now I can look at this and come up with the factors on my own. Numbers that multiply together to give me negative 6 but add together to give me positive 1 are negative 2 and positive 3. So I'm going to set these two equal to 0. I don't need to set the 5 equal to 0 because 5 will never equal 0. So I know that x equals 2. The other choice is x plus 3 could equal 0. So we'll subtract 3 from both sides. So x could equal 2 or x could equal negative 3. In 7 and 8, same thing. I need to get one side equal to 0, so I'm going to keep the squared term positive. I'm going to add 15k to both sides. Now, 3 will go into both 3 and 15, so I can factor out a 3. They both have a k. So, I took, let's see, 3 divided by 3 is 1. I took away 1k, which means there's still 1k left in there. 15 divided by 3 is 5. I took away a k. There was only 1k, so that's all there is. So now I have to set each of these equal to 0. So either 3k equals 0 or k plus 5 equals 0. So divide by 3. So k equals 0 or subtract 5 from both sides. K equals negative 5. Again, I don't know which. In number 8, I'm going to subtract x from both sides. Again, I'm trying to get everything on one side and keep x squared positive. Now I'm going to subtract 42 from both sides. To get x squared minus x minus 42 equals 0. Well, numbers that multiply together to give me negative 42, but add together to give me negative 6, are negative 7 and positive 6. So, set these equal to 0 and solve. So, plus 7, x equals 7, subtract 6, x could equal negative 6. But we do not know which. Okay. That's all for the skill set. If you have additional questions, you're welcome to stop in and get some extra help. Have a good day.